Assassin's Creed Valhalla arrives later this year and transports us to Britain during the Viking era. This will make it, chronologically, the third game in the series' historic timeline. With this in mind, let's catch up with what's happened up to this point in the two Assassin's Creed games set before Valhalla, Odyssey and Origins. In ancient Greece, a young girl called Cassandra, or a boy called Alexios if you so choose, is given a family heirloom by their mother, Marini, a spear crafted by the Isu, Earth's first civilization. It was once wielded by Leonidas, a famous Spartan who was descended from the Isu. Cassandra, or Alexios, is told they are expected to live up to the legend of their ancestor. Cassandra has a baby brother, Alexios, or Alexios has a baby sister called, you get the idea. But the baby is to be sacrificed due to a prophecy that claims he will be the downfall of Sparta. Cassandra tries to intervene, but accidentally pushes Alexios to his death. Condemned as a traitor, Cassandra is thrown off the mountain, but she survives and flees. Years later, Cassandra has grown up and become a Misthios, a mercenary who likes to say Malaka a whole lot. A contract to kill a Spartan general sees her reunited with her dad, Nikolaos, although he admits to her that he is not her biological father. He suggests she reunite with her mother, which Cassandra agrees to do, despite the lingering memories of how she was condemned. As Cassandra hunts for her mother, she uncovers the Cult of Kosmos, which aims to manipulate the Peloponnesian War between the Spartans and the Athenians to take control of Greece. The cult also plans to wipe out Leonidas' bloodline. Yup, these are the guys who created the prophecy that led to Alexios being sacrificed, and now they aim to kill Cassandra too. Oh, and it's also revealed that Alexios actually survived and has been indoctrinated by the cult and turned into a human weapon called Deimos. With this knowledge in hand, Cassandra begins to dismantle the Cult of Kosmos, assassinating its lieutenants and gradually piecing together the identity of its mysterious leader. Her journey brings her into the social circles of Greece's elite, including the likes of Athenian politician Pericles and his lover Aspasia, as well as horndog statesman Alcibiades and philosopher Socrates, all of who employ her services as war rages between the Spartans and the Athenians. Cassandra eventually tracks down her mother, Marini, and presents the spear of Leonidas as proof of her identity. Marini agrees to help dismantle the Cult of Kosmos, rescue Alexios, and reunite their family, but says that Cassandra must meet her real father first. Cassandra learns that she's the daughter of Pythagoras. Yes, her dad's the guy responsible for the theory about the square on the hypotenuse that made math lessons so unbearable. These days, he now defends the gates to the mythical city of Atlantis. He tasks Cassandra with finding a series of Isu artifacts that will seal Atlantis forever and protect its secrets from the cult. It's a task that brings Cassandra face to face with mythical beasts such as the Minotaur and Medusa. Cassandra duly defeats them, claims the artifacts, and seals Atlantis. This process summons an avatar of Aletheia, an Isu from the first civilization, who explains that it is now Cassandra's duty to guard the city. Pythagoras gives her the Staff of Hermes, an Isu device that has permitted him immortality to uphold his guard of Atlantis, and without the staff, he dies. After killing many key members of the Cult of Kosmos, Cassandra returns to their lair and is confronted by Aspasia, who reveals that she's the cult's leader. However, Aspasia is pleased that Cassandra has killed so many cult members because the organization was getting out of control. At this point, players have a choice. Aspasia can be killed, spared, or kissed. Yeah, I've not mentioned it, but Odyssey is an incredibly thirsty game. While the cult is now dismantled, Alexios is still a puppet of their cause. Cassandra and her brother finally meet on the mountain where Alexios was originally sacrificed as a child. Cassandra and Marini attempt to convince him of his indoctrination, and that they can be a family again. If the player succeeds, the family is reunited. If they fail, both Alexios and Marini are killed and Cassandra is left to live alone. In the months after, Cassandra works alongside Darius, a Persian warrior. Darius wields a new kind of weapon, the Hidden Blade, which he used to assassinate his king, Xerxes I, after he realized that Persia was being controlled by a secretive organization called the Order of the Ancients. The Order has moved into Greece in an effort to eliminate what they call Tainted Ones, people who are descended from the first civilization. As she is part of Leonidas' bloodline, Cassandra is one of their targets. Together with Darius, she dismantles the Order's operation in Greece. While the Order of the Ancients was defeated in Greece, by 1st century BCE, it has infested Egyptian society. In the region of Siwa, 5 masked men kidnap a local lawman, Bayek, and his son, and force them to open a mysterious vault by using an Apple of Eden, an Isu artifact. The two attempt to escape, but in the process, Bayek accidentally stabs and kills his son. Swearing to take his revenge, Bayek and his wife Aya begin to track down and kill all 5 of the masked men. To aid with his assassinations, Aya provides Bayek with a spring-loaded dagger, the very hidden blade that was once wielded by Darius. And to gather information on the men who are seemingly elite members of Egyptian society, Aya works with the land's recently exiled ruler, Cleopatra. After successfully eliminating all 5 targets, Bayek learns from Cleopatra that the men were just a small part of a much larger organization, the Order of the Ancients. The group forced her from the throne, and now uses her brother and the current pharaoh Ptolemy as a puppet. With aims to further dismantle the order, Cleopatra provides Bayek with 4 new targets. Meanwhile, Aya embarks on a mission to encourage Roman General Pompey the Great to ally with Cleopatra so that she may reclaim the throne. As he works his way through the 4 targets, Bayek begins to question if these assassinations are really in aid of destroying the order, or if he's simply killing Cleopatra's political rivals. Aya gets Pompey to agree to lend his fleet to Cleopatra, but upon his arrival in Egypt, he is ambushed by the order and assassinated. Devising a new plan to secure Roman support, Bayek and Aya sneak Cleopatra into a meeting with Julius Caesar. Caesar is won over by Cleopatra and agrees to support her in a battle against Ptolemy and his allies from the order. In a battle on the Nile, Caesar's forces overwhelm the pharaoh, and Ptolemy is eaten by crocodiles as he flees. Cleopatra takes up the throne, but cuts all ties with Bayek and Aya. The couple soon realize that Cleopatra and Caesar have allied themselves with, surprise, the Order of the Ancients, and so they decide to form a brotherhood of warriors to defend the people of Egypt from their tyranny. Bayek learns that Caesar's lieutenant, Lavius, is the leader of the order, and is planning to finally break into the vault that Bayek had been forced to open. Returning there, Bayek discovers Flavius has broken in and activated the Apple of Eden. Bayek kills him, beheading the order and finally avenging his son. Realizing that their family has been torn apart by the order, Bayek and Aya agree to go their separate ways in order to advance the mission of their newly found brotherhood, which they name the Hidden Ones. Aya heads to Rome to assassinate Caesar and settles there to recruit and train new assassins. As the brotherhood grows, Bayek contests with dishonorable recruits who provoke Roman soldiers and then hide among civilians, causing massacres as their enemies hunt for them. To keep the Hidden Ones secret and ensure that the civilians they aim to protect come to no harm, Bayek and Aya form a code of conduct, a set of rules that will one day be known as the Assassin's Creed. In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we'll see the next step in the Hidden One's evolution into its better-known guise of the Assassin's Brotherhood, and no doubt the Order of the Ancients will show its face too, taking further steps to its eventual final form as the insidious Templar Order. For more Assassin's Creed, why not check out one of these other videos?